Well, thank you for your time tonight. I do appreciate your service as one who gets to sit up at a dais at least twice a month. I understand how much work it is and appreciate your service. I tried to maybe throw down a couple of bullet points and somewhat articulate my thoughts for tonight. I wanted to start out by first saying that we've been able to work together in the past with respect to improving the safety for our kids. When I first was elected mayor in 2018, we had our school safety roundtable that we started that so many of you participate in. And it's been a great experience. From the very first time at that meeting, we were able to jointly arrive at a need for more school resource officers, and our city took immediate action to do that. And I thank the school district's participation in that. We also, in that same meeting, talked about the mental health of our students. Again, the school has nothing, or the city has nothing to do with respect to setting the curriculum or with funding the schools, but these are our kids. I have two of my children in Jordan School District. And so I feel like we're making pretty good strides on those two issues with respect to public safety and also with the physical safety of students and also with the mental health. I'm here tonight, though, to talk about an issue that I think has become pretty alarming and unfortunately I don't think is getting the attention that it deserves, and it's what Representative Irie was just talking about. And that is inappropriate materials and pornographic material in schools. As mayor, really, I view it as my number one job to protect the health and safety of all of our residents. And I've heard from scores of residents about the concerns of inappropriate materials in schools. I received emails, phone calls. To a large extent, I need to tell you, they feel like they are not being heard. We had our city council even send out an email back in September highlighting this issue. There was a little bit of back and forth. Ultimately, we still haven't even met on this. I want you to know that I stand willing and able and ready to help in any way that we can to fight this. But at the end of the day, this filth needs to be removed from our schools. There's over 100 volumes that one parent organization has put together, 100 volumes still in Jordan school districts that clearly violate the law. And I see no justifiable reason for these to be in schools. None whatsoever. There's absolutely no educational value that it's providing. It's just so destructive. There's so much, as Ken highlighted, there's so much out there that talks about how toxic this is and the effects that it has on kids long term. We can't protect every kid everywhere, but we can right here in our own backyard. And I remember long ago, not too long ago, that is, about 3 years ago when we had COVID, that kids were forced to wear masks, right? That was for their protection. But here we have a very legitimate public health crisis, one that the state has recognized back in 2016, and we appear incredibly lax about addressing this issue that has, again, demonstrable very negative consequences. And I think right now we have to take action. The time for talk is over. We've seen an entire school year go by. I do not want another school year to go by with these volumes still at the disposal of kids. It's within your power to set policy that you can do that. And one issue that I've heard repeatedly is that the process it takes, one has to go through, is per school. And really what ought to happen is if one volume is found to be inappropriate in one school, it ought to be eliminated district-wide. I mean, we don't We would never just ban somebody from a school that's dealing drugs or other harmful substance. We would lock them up. We would get them out of the district altogether. And that's what we need to do. So again, we stand as a city willing, ready, and able to help in this issue. We've worked collaboratively together in the past to address health and safety of our students, and we're ready to do so again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Staggs.